Cancer Rising's March 2021 is looking like some new school or travel plans. Like your long-term goals are lighting up, you are tapping into a new path of knowledge that you hadn't before, and your commitment is therefore increasing towards that as well. So if you're excited to dive into what exactly March holds for you and your rising sign, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. Hi, I'm Maren. I am a professional astrologer, author, and I combine ancient Hellenistic techniques with modern psychological techniques to give you some grounded guidance. This video is brought to you by our very own Modern Magic membership community, which is an amazing community of astrology enthusiasts who are all interested in learning, discussing, and growing together, with tons of exclusive perks like early access to content, exclusive secret content, live calls with me for every new and full moon, and more. So if you're interested in seeing how that starts out at just $7.77 a month, everything will be linked below. So beginning of the month, we have Saturn in your Aquarius 8th house squaring Uranus in your Taurus 11th house. And I have videos on Saturn in Aquarius and the Great Conjunction in Aquarius if you have not yet seen those to better understand what is happening with this alignment in your 8th house of shared finances and investments. But there's some challenge, some dedication, some growth that's going on with your trust or allocation of resources into others' hands. Maybe this is a financial literacy journey, or you're like starting to invest, or you are dealing with deaths. If this has not already happened, I doubt that it will be your case. You could be dealing with what it means to have the endings of people's lives in your life and how the practical measures then deal with that. This is at odds with some desire to change or reinvent your social world. So it's a period in the beginning of the month of reconciling, I'm invested in these things for the long term and like people think this way about them, or I'm trying to align more with people that share my long-term investment mindset, more deeply held views. On the 10th through the 11th, the sun is joining Neptune in your Pisces 9th house, a beautiful transit of being inspired to be an authority, either in travel or an educational field that you feel very called to pursue and to go after. So beautiful, beautiful inspiration and realization near the middle of the month. On the 13th through the 14th, Venus is then conjoining Neptune in your Pisces 10th house, or 9th house, excuse me, which looks like you're getting good news or gifts or reassurance. Something is coming your way to further inspire you and feel like abundance is coming to you with education or travel plans. On the 13th, we then have a new moon in your Pisces 9th house, a new beginning around education or travel that is the firm installment of really ingraining what it is you want to pursue and go after. So these goals are like expanding, but also you're committing to them, because then on the 20th, Mars in your Gemini 12th house is trining Saturn in your Aquarius 8th house. So you're going after the mental health or the spiritual practices, or getting real about your self-destructive habits and solving them so that your investments in time, money, energy, or what you're sharing with other people can actually pay off. Because I think you're realizing that like to get after these goals and to make these investments actually worth it, you have to make sure that you're at a place where you can enjoy them, like that you're mentally set and sound. On the 23rd to the 29th, the sun will then join Venus in your Pisces 9th house, which is this kind of internal self-assurance that will then manifest externally as you further achieve these goals, dreams, and plans. On the 28th, there's a full moon in your Libra 4th house. I have a full video on this completion or this culmination or time of release, but it really clearly represents an ending, a celebration, a culmination of a chapter around home, family, or living situation, with which so much 9th house, I wonder if you're going abroad, I wonder if you're moving for school or planning to, and that's where you're like, see ya mom, because then you end the month on the 30th with Venus joining Neptune in your Pisces 9th house, which is your manifesto, your declaration, your send out of this is what I'm going after, these are my dreams, and this is how I'm going to do it for 2021. If you have any questions or anything you want to share coming up for you, let me know down below in a comment. I would love to see how this is resonating and playing out for you. Tarot card for Cancer risings for March. We have the Chariot reversed, and the Chariot is actually the card of Cancer, so I love pulling this because it's really resonant. And reversed means that you are not well protected or in the right environment for what you're going after. So I think you're moving. I think you're even like drastically moving, because the Chariot usually deals with home or protection, or like what is our chariot taking us through life. I think your life direction or your living situation that's carrying you is drastically changing. Work Your Light Oracle deck card for Cancer rising. Minticon, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Are you returning to like a place that you're like maybe your ancestors or your family's from? Like you're feeling called to pioneer that and go back? Because this often comes up with a return to something, or maybe it's a fascination to live somewhere that you've had your entire life. that you're now actually acting upon. If you would like to join us in the Modern Magic membership community, we would love to have you join for all the exclusive content, the group, the community, and all of the early access to my offerings that you do get with that. So if you're interested in joining the community and learning astrology, living astrology with us all, check that out below. In the meantime, like, subscribe, do all the things. It really helps out in the algorithm, so I appreciate it as always. Take care as we enter March and play out the spring of 2021, and I will see you in the next one.
Yeah. Yeah. You must be blinded by the lights. We came to shine here. Watch it look daytime in the night.